let's introduce the starting lineup for the visiting Cutters. Sophomore guard, number 11, Luis Warren. Sophomore guard, number 12, Moxley Betances. Senior guard, number 3, Daniel Jimenez. Senior guard, number 1, Jonathan Zaror. And senior forward, number 2, Jaden Douglas. And the Cutters are coached by Kyle Sabella, assistant coach Matt Weissman, once again, the Fairlawn Cutters. And now for your Wayne Hills Patriots starting lineup. Junior guard, number 1, Cherno St. Paul. Junior guard, number 24, Brooklyn Jelinski. Senior guard, number 23, Andrew Castillo. Senior forward, number 3, Chris De La Cruz. And senior guard, number 10, Justin Graves. And the Patriots are coached by Kevin Grimes, assistant coaches Donnie DeDeo, Mike Palladino, and Mike Abate. Once again, your Wayne Hills Patriots. The officials for this evening's game are Eric Eliason, Mike Stein, and Jim Deere. Now, ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
On Sunday, the nation witnessed the Patriots fall in the Super Bowl, but these Wayne Hills Patriots will look to fare differently as they take on the Cutters of Fairlawn. The Patriots coming in on a 2-game win streak with victories against West Milford and Lakeland. As we welcome you into the booth, I'm Brandon Stone here with my broadcast partner, Landon, Freaney, and Landon. What will be the Patriots' key to victory tonight against the squad from Fairlawn?
I think the key to victory tonight for the Patriots will be a strong and aggressive defense as they showed in the third quarter against Lakeland on Saturday, where they only allowed 1 point. If they can do that today, it will be a long night for the Cutters.
Well, both sides getting ready. It'll be Cherno St. Paul taking the tip for the Patriots, and it'll be Jaden Douglas taking it for the Cutters.
For the foreseeable future, Cutters and Patriots will play here in Wayne as divisional rivals.
So Wayne Hills gets the tip. Brooklyn Jelinski has it, and we are underway in the Gifford Gym. Graves takes it up, gives it to St. Paul. St. Paul looking for Castillo, but that one will go out of bounds, and Cutters will get their first possession of the game.
In the beginning of the Lakeland game, we saw something similar, where the Patriots had 2 turnovers within the first minute of the game.
So now it's Fairlawn passing it around, and taking it from 3 is Zarzor, and that one will be off Fairlawn and out of bounds.
What could have been a high IQ play just doesn't turn out how the Cutters wanted it. It's Hill's ball.
So it'll be Graves, the senior, taking up the court, who dishes it to Jelinski. And back to St. Paul. Now over to Castillo, back to St. Paul. Jelinski with it. Jelinski takes it from 3. Off the mark, Castillo tries to go over the back for the rebound, and that will be a foul on Andrew Castillo. So it's Betances to inbound it to Warren. Guarded by Jelinski in the backcourt, and he'll give it up to Betances. Now over to Zaror. And looking inside for Jaden Douglas, and he'll get the layup for the first score of the evening.
Great chemistry between two Cutters players, and they finish it in a razzle-dazzle way.
So it's Graves with it now, guarded at the top of the key. St. Paul from 3. Can't get that one to go. Rebound by Jaden Douglas, and he'll try to push the pace a little bit, taking it up the court. He'll give it over to Daniel Jimenez, and now over to Warren, who's guarded by Jelinski. Douglas sends a screen. Warren rolling to the basket, passes it out to Betances. Betances from deep, in and out, and rebounded by Cherno St. Paul. St. Paul looking towards the basket, puts it up around the rim, but not destined to go in, as Douglas will take it up the court, off the front rim. Castillo loses the rebound and into the hands of Betances. Now he'll roll to the basket, and he'll get that one to go. A little lefty action there from the sophomore.
Fairlawn is doing a great job of driving and controlling the tempo so far in this game, allowing Wayne Hills to 0 points within the first 2 minutes.
Castillo from 3. No good, and the flurry of missed shots will continue for the Patriots. Now it's Warren with it, guarded closely by St. Paul. He'll have to give it up to Jaden Douglas. And Zaror with it. Now Betances from deep, in and out, and rebounded by Andrew Castillo. St. Paul with it now. Give it up to Castillo. St. Paul from deep. And that one misses the rim, as Fairlawn will get it once again, but he's able to get the steal. St. Paul looking towards the basket, puts it up, and Wayne Hills has their first points of the afternoon.
That was a great pickpocket by St. Paul, who's showing a strong defensive ability once again.
So a 4-2 lead now for Fairlawn, as looking inside and getting it is Douglas, and Douglas will get the layup.
Just a textbook.
So Jelinski gives it up to De La Cruz. De La Cruz from deep. And that one misses everything, but Graves tries to keep it in bounds, but it'll go to Fairlawn.
This Hills team has seen their opportunities, just not hitting it from outside the arc.
So Warren is guarded by Castillo, and Jelinski guarding at the perimeter, now driving it's Jimenez, but stolen by De La Cruz. De La Cruz with it now, tries to put a shot up, but it's blocked. And Douglas will get it once more, and able to draw the foul on Justin Graves. So about halfway through this first period of play, it's Fairlawn with a 6-2 lead. Landon, what are you seeing from the Patriots offense so far?
I'm seeing a lot of good opportunities on offense that just can't be sunk, and I think they're rushing it a little bit. I can see them, I want to see them pass the ball around more and almost settle for the better shot instead of forcing it early on in the possession.
Well, Warren driving now, and he'll get the layup, and the Cutters extend their lead to 8-2.
That was a great textbook up and under that had Jelinski jumping where he could just finish it in for 2.
Graves passing around. St. Paul makes the cast to Castillo. Castillo from deep. Swish.
Castillo finally sinks his first 3 of the game, and the Patriots have finally sunk one from outside the arc.
Yeah, they were cold from downtown prior to that point, but that'll end the streak of missed shots, as it's Warren with it now, guarded by St. Paul. St. Paul gets the strip, going up the court, tries to get the layup, and gets it in. 8-7 now as Fairlawn calls timeout.
I think a big thing that could determine this game is St. Paul's defensive ability. He seems to be pickpocketing the Cutters guard a bunch for the steal and the easy lay.
So 3:09 now left in the first quarter. a lot of missed threes from the Patriots, but in the last minute or so, they've definitely recovered, narrowing the lead to 1. What's going to be the key for the Patriots for the rest of this game based on what you've seen so far?
What I've seen so far is that they're not hitting their shots from outside the arc. I think if they start sinking some of their shots from outside the arc, it'll be a pretty good Patriots win.
And what are you seeing from the cutters?
From the cutters, I'm seeing a lot of getting the Patriots jumping and almost finishing on an easier bucket instead of forcing it from the outside. They're getting a lot of layups and points in the paint.
So Fairlawn will take it now. Wayne Hills is not currently in the press, which they have done very well at certain points throughout the year. As that pass is tipped up in the air and captured by Jelinski, he'll try to take it up. Jelinski gives it up to Graves. Now over to De La Cruz, makes the pass to St. Paul. St. Paul driving inside, almost loses it. But they'll call a trap. I'm sorry, they'll call a timeout right before he'll have to dive for it. And Wayne Hills will retain possession.
Just like on Saturday against Lakeland, Wayne Hills' first 2 minutes, they came out slow and weak, but now they're starting to push the intensity and starting to make baskets.
So passing it around the arc on those last few possessions, also able to get a couple of steals, that has definitely helped them. For Fairlawn, it's really been Jaden Douglas that has been the key to this offense so far. He's been able to get in the paint often and quickly.
Now 2:47 remains in the opening quarter. Same score.
So Graves will take it underneath the net, get it to St. Paul, slipped right by the defense, and Patriots take an early lead, 9-8.
Great inbound play to give St. Paul some separation to make the easy layup inside.
So now the Patriots won't be in the press, but it's broken, and they'll have to get back quickly. But chances with it now, guarded by St. Paul. Douglas will set a screen. Jaden Douglas gives it up to Lewis Warren. Warren passing it around. Batanch with a shot. No good. Graves with the rebound. And he'll try to push the pace a little bit. Graves gives it up to, and now it's Jelinski. Buries the three.
Hits for three.
And he's shaking up a little on that last play.
It looked like Jelinski landed on the Cutter's player's foot after he shot the jump shot, which was a make for the three.
Jelinski has had his share of injury troubles this season. And you hope for this Patriots team, as well as certainly, of course, most importantly, his own health, that it's nothing major. But we get back to the action on the court here as Wayne Hills on a 10-0 run. From three, it's Jimenez who airballs it. St. Paul, pass it to Castillo. Castillo from deep. Can't get that one to go.
From that last Cutter's possession, it seems like the Cutters are having a hard time getting the ball in the hoop outside of Jaden Douglas.
Well, now driving, it's Luis Warren who will put it up and able to draw the foul. So we'll see the first free throw tonight for either side as Brooklyn Jelinski looks ready to check back in.
Yeah, we haven't seen much fouling in this game, and it's really showing. Not many points on the board right now.
As has been a constant for the Patriots in many of these games, they're definitely losing the foul battle. Already 3 fouls with still a minute left in this first period as Warren drains the first. De La Cruz checks out for Jelinski. Warren with the free throw, and he'll bury the second, so he'll go perfect at his first attempt from the free throw line. Jelinski will take it up the court. And giving up to Justin Graves. Now Jelinski, another three. No good, rebounded by St. Paul. Graves thinks about the pass to Castillo, but he'll get up to St. Paul. St. Paul over to Graves. St. Paul driving to the basket, but loses it on the drive, and Fairlawn will have a fast break opportunity. dishing it, and finishing was Luis Warren.
Points off turnovers are going to be a big influence in the way this game goes.
So we are tied with time running low in this first quarter. Fair Lawn get out to an early 8-2 lead, but Patriots have since been able to get some offense going. And it's Castillo now with it, who gives it up to Minardi. Back to Castillo. Jelinski from deep. Off the front rim and off the hands of Minardi. Reed Martins will check in, as well as Chris De La Cruz, as Brooklyn Jelinski and Cherno St. Paul are coming out of the game. Warren with it now. As driving inside is Jaden Douglas, able to draw the foul on Justin Graves, and he'll go to the line to shoot deuce.
Douglas has seemed to be Fairlawn, the Cutter's biggest facilitator today, and he's almost carrying the team so far.
That'll be Graves' second foul in this first period, as Douglas can't get the first free throw in. And Graves and Minardi will check out for Jelinski and St. Paul. Second free throw from Douglas is also no good, but Fairlawn's able to get the rebound. Jimenez loses it. A battle for it, and they'll give the ball to the Patriots with 2.7 seconds left in the first quarter. Martins will inbound it. They need a quick shot here. Castillo has it, takes it from deep. Can't get that one, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Score is 12-12. Landon, what are you seeing from both squads in
What
the early
I'm
going?
seeing from the Fairlawn team is that Jaden Douglas is doing a great job of getting the Hills players to jump and just getting an easy finish or two shots at the line. What I'm seeing from Hills is that I haven't seen Justin Graves involved as much on offense as I usually do. If they can get him involved, they can sneak away with this win.
So Wayne Hills definitely has picked up the offense in the final 4 minutes of the quarter. The story of the game so far has been a lot of missed shots, especially from outside for the Patriots, but they've been starting to knock those down as of late in that third quarter. Meanwhile, for Fairlawn, it's been a lot of Jaden Douglas. They've mixed up the squad around him, but he has been in the game for, I believe, all of it so far. We'll see what squad the Patriots come out in to start this second quarter, as it looks like it will be a similar group to the ones that ended that first quarter. Fairlawn will get the ball at half court.
We are set for the second quarter.
And inbounding it will be Anthony Gentile, the junior guard.
And Fairlawn possession.
So it's Luis Warren with it now. St. Paul. And Castillo trying to get the trap. Now they'll try to break that, and they'll find Douglas inside, able to get the bucket and the foul. And my mistake, it was Daniel Jimenez.
Strong finish by Daniel Jimenez, and he gets the N1 to give the Cutters the lead for a possible three-point play.
Basket counts, so shoot one at the free throw line.
So Jimenez can't make the shot, and it's rebounded by Jelinski, so the damage will be limited to 2. Jelinski facilitating the offense. It's De La Cruz with it now. Over to Jelinski. Castillo looking for an outlet. He'll give it up to Reed Martins. St. Paul with it. Castillo from 3. Gets it. Wayne Hills retakes the lead.
Castillo has been on fire tonight, being 2 for 3 from beyond the arc.
So Fairlawn driving. Jimenez not able to get the rebound, and it's Jelinski with it now. Catches St. Paul over to De La Cruz. Castillo from 3 again. No good. St. Paul sniping there for rebound. Into the hands of Jelinski, who gets the bucket and the foul.
Great way of crashing the boards and getting that offensive rebound for the extra opportunity, and he'll get a chance at a 3-point play.
So Jimenez will check out in favor of Zaror. Jelinski knocks it down, and Wayne Hills has a 4-point lead, which, as PA announcer Mr. Hittinger notes, is their first 2 possessions of the game. So it's Betances with it now. Douglas driving, able to get the bucket.
Very tough finish for Jaden Douglas as he hits the double-digit mark.
St. Paul with it now, gives it up to Martins and back to St. Paul. Now it's Castillo. Looking underneath for Martins, but it's stolen by Douglas. Douglas taking up the court. And they'll slow it down a bit. Driving is Warren. Warren puts it up. No good. Rebounded by St. Paul. Castillo taking it up the court. A little too much juice on that one. And now it's Betances taking it up. Tries to draw the foul. Can't get that one. Douglas puts it back up and gets the second effort.
After a few possessions of going back and forth, Jaden Douglas finally gets one in to give the for the Cutters to tie.
So as quickly as the Patriots lead to his belt, it has since evaporated. As they'll pass around, Martins with an open look. Buckets. 21-18 now lead for the Patriots.
Big play by Martins to get Hills back the lead and the momentum.
So it's Betances now who will pass it over to Warren. Warren to the corner. It's Gentile. Gentile matches. And we are even once more.
The Patriots defense seems to be playing up more to guard Jaden Douglas. So if you can find those corner looks and this Cutters team can sink them, it's going to be a long day for the Patriots.
De La Cruz from 3, no good. St. Paul back out to Martins. Can't get that one. And it's Anthony Gentile with the rebound.
Although it might not have sunk there, those second chance opportunities are going to be big in this close battle.
Well, knocking it down from deep is Luis Warren, and Fairlawn retakes the lead. A back and forth battle of Big North independent squads. We are about halfway through the second quarter now. St. Paul now pops one from deep. That one's no good. Rebounded by Jaden Douglas. And over to Anthony Gentile.
In this game, the difference between a win or loss for the Patriots is going to be their 3-point percentage. They haven't sunk many so far, and it seems like it's not changing.
Well, Fairlawn will call timeout, as I'd also argue the rebounding has played a major impact in this one. It's been back and forth, but a lot of the times when Fairlawn's getting these second chances, that's when they've been able to score. And Wayne Hills you can say the same for the Patriots too. They've also scored in a lot of second chance opportunities. Right now, it's a battle of the boards, and whoever can crash in better will likely be the victor in this one. So, halfway through, and Landon, what do you think Coach Grimes is saying in that huddle right now?
I think Coach Grimes is trying to tell the Patriots to pick up the intensity and it's a long game. You got to be able to hit shots in the fourth quarter too. So keep on shooting and keep on going, and you'll finally get them.
So both squads will retake the floor. 80 Khan now checking in for Chris De La Cruz. He had a monster first half on Saturday against the Lancers as the bench players got some time, and he performed very well, getting rebounds and putting shots up. So now it's Luis Warren with it. Gives it up to Fairlawn, and Douglas puts it up, and that one's no good. Jelinski looks for St. Paul. Lays it in.
For the Patriots, those fast-paced plays are going to be their way to victory. If they can't get goals, they're going to have a hard time winning. St. Paul has 6 points off fast breaks.
Yeah, a bit of a 3-man weave right there. They practiced that all day. So now popping it from deep is Warren. Rebounded by Jelinski, but it'll go off his knee. St. Paul at the right place at the right time. Katie Camara now puts up the layup. Lefty just off. And Gentile has it back.
80 Khan has a great hustle play from getting down from one side of the court to the other to knock the ball out of bounds to stop a Cutter's three-point attempt.
Well, Fairlawn will retain possession as inbounding it will be Luis Warren. Gentile with it now. He did not start, but he has made a solid impact on this game. Douglas under the basket. Gentile back over to Douglas. A little too much passing and stolen by St. Paul. Gives it to Jelinski. Jelinski over to Khan. Martins. St. Paul thinks about it. Drives. Castillo from deep. Can't get that one. And another missed three from the Wayne Hill squad. Luis Warren gives it to Douglas. Douglas driving. Castillo tried to get the block, but they'll call a foul. And that one will go on Reed Martins. It'll be his second. Douglas will go to the line once more. He went 0 for 2 from the line in his first attempt.
Castillo did a great job getting from one side of the court to the other to knock the ball out of Douglas's hand, but it was Martins who came over and fouled him. Just an unfortunate play.
Douglas able to get the first free throw. So the second free throw from Douglas. That one goes, and it is a 26-23 lead now. St. Paul passing it around, give it to Jelinski. Now St. Paul over to Castillo. And they'll call a travel on Castillo. A little too many steps when catching that ball, and it'll be Cutter possession once again. So the inbound to Warren. Passing it around to Zaror. Jimenez driving, and he gets the basket.
All day, Fairlawn has done a great job getting to the lane and getting their points in the paint.
Quick passing from the Patriots. De La Cruz misses, gets his own rebound, but it is stripped quickly. Jaden Douglas once again driving, and he gets another layup.
Jaden Douglas once again.
7-point Cutter lead now as Fairlawn beginning to gain an advantage. Minardi with it. Jelinski from the Commons knocks it down.
Deep three from Jelinski, and that gives Hills some momentum to keep pushing in this late second quarter.
Well, it's Zaror with it now, who will give it up to Warren. Passed it underneath. It's Jimenez driving, kicks it out. Zaror from deep, off the rim. And St. Paul's rebound is stolen by Zaror. Zaror, second chance, and he gets the basket.
Jonathan Zaror hits the jumper.
Under a minute to go as Fairlawn leads by 6.
These hustle plays really make or break a game for a team. If the Patriots keep letting up these hustle plays and don't become more disciplined, they're gonna lose the game.
Jelinski with another deep shot, and he's knocking him down from everywhere.
Jelinski seems to be firing up as he gives a spark in Hill's confidence.
Jelinski, obviously a star player for this Patriots squad. When he's hot, it really energizes Patriots team. So Fairlawn looking to bring the clock down a little. Zaror guarded by Minardi. So Warren has it now. Cuts inside. Aminez gets the basket. Patriots got to go quick. Castillo with it, driving, able to draw the foul. 0.8 seconds left to go in the first half. Wayne Hills got to force up a quick shot.
Yes, this Hills team has been trying to drive, but they haven't really got any shots in the paint, and that could be the difference between a win or loss.
Patriots need a quick shot. Castillo puts it up. No good. So at the end of the first half, the score is Fairlawn 34, Wayne Hills 29. Landon, what are your takeaways from the first half of action, a back and forth game?
I'm surprised I haven't seen more of Graves. Almost that whole second quarter, he's been out of the game. If they can, because he's in foul trouble. If they can get him back in, that'll be a big difference maker for Hills to try and win the game.
So it's both teams retreat to our locker rooms. We'll see you back for the second half here on Wayne Hills TV.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, the Wayne Hills Dance Team. The Wayne Hills girls are the 4 seed. They had byes all the way to the quarterfinals. They will host the 5 seed Eastern Christian. It's an 11 a.m. start here at Wayne Hills. Meanwhile, the boys are the 5 seed. They will travel to 4 seed Patterson Charter after defeating Lakeland this past weekend. That is a 1 p.m. start. Winners of those games will advance to the semifinals, and that will take place on the following Thursday. County championships will be 2 days later at Wayne Valley High School. Hope you'll come out and support all of our Wayne Hills sports as we wrap up county season and move into state tournament action. We're almost ready for the second half of this evening's matchup. It's a 5-point lead for the Cutters. Patriots will have the opening possession.
We welcome you back to the Gifford Gym as Fairlawn leads the Wayne Hills Patriots 34-29, and we are underway. Patriots starting with it. Jelinski with the ball. Graves has it now. Thinks about it, gives up St. Paul. Over to Jelinski from the wing. Knocks it down.
Great ball movement to start the half, and Hill seems to be trying to go on a hot streak.
34-32 now. Driving, it's Warren, and he'll draw the foul.
To add on to that three-pointer, Jelinski has made his last 3.
But Jelinski will pick up a foul right there. It'll be his first of the game. And Warren now shooting 2. First one is right down Broadway. He'll try to go perfect from the line during this interval. He sinks the second, and Wayne Hills will get the ball back down 4. St. Paul with it now. Gives up to Jelinski again. He makes another shot. 4 in a row from the junior.
Jelinski is on fire as he sinks another deep one to give Hills a 1-point deficit.
Fairlawn now. Gives it up. It's Warren with it. Guarded by St. Paul. Warren going towards the basket. Puts one up. Guarded by Graves. Rebound by Jelinski.
This Fairlawn team has been implementing a lot of give and goes and screens that you could see is really stumping the Patriots defense.
Passing it around. Jelinski from deep. And that'll stop the streak. Maybe a bit of a heat check right there. As Warren will once again have it. Who gives it up to Belances. Warren passing it around over to Zaror. Warren with it now. Gives it over to Jaden Douglas. From 3. No good.
I would like to see more on offense from De La Cruz and Graves. As you can see, St. Paul and Brooklyn Jelinski have been doing the majority of the facilitating.
Well, Graves turns the ball over right there, and it'll be Warren with it once more. At the wing, it's Warren. Looking inside for Jimenez, and they'll call a foul. And that one will go on Brooklyn Jelinski. That'll be a second in just a few minutes, but only a second on the game. Zaror gives it up. Jimenez sinks the triple. So a 4-point lead once again for the Cutters. Jelinski with it now over to St. Paul. De La Cruz. St. Paul drives, Euro step. Knocked out of bounds. And Wayne Hills will get the ball under their own basket.
Although that was blocked, Wayne Hills needs some more of driving to the basket to get those easy buckets.
Castillo with it now. Over to Graves. Jelinski from deep. They'll call a foul on the Patriots, and that one's going to go on Andrew Castillo. So already 3 fouls in this third period from the Pats.
This Patriots team hasn't allowed a lot of free throws, but there have been a lot of fouls on the floor, so you might need to watch some players as it gets deeper in the game to see who's in foul trouble.
The Patriots have struggled to stay out of foul trouble in a number of games, as right now Graves guarding Betances closely. And I'm sorry, that was Douglas, who will now go to the line.
Once again, Douglas's pump fake gets Graves in the air, and he gets the easy 2 free throws.
So that'll be the third on Justin Graves. As the first one for Douglas is in, and Graves will check out for Reed Martins. Second one coming up for Douglas, who has been a force to be reckoned with tonight. In and out, rattled around, did everything but fall in the basket. And Reynolds will get the ball back. Jelinski takes it. St. Paul now. Now Jelinski. Back to St. Paul. St. Paul looking to Jelinski. And now St. Paul, now De La Cruz, and back to St. Paul. Looking inside for Reed Martins. Trying to cut is Jelinski. He can't find a lane. Martins facilitating the offense. A lot of passing around the perimeter. And Belances strips it. Pass by Fairlawn. tries to keep it in bounds. They cannot.
On the last Hills possession, you didn't see much driving from that Hills defense, only really passing around, leading to a turnover after time.
St. Paul gives it over. Now Jelinski with it. So over to St. Paul. Back to Jelinski. St. Paul from 3. No good, off the front rim. Now taking it in is Jimenez, and timeout Wayne Hills.
Great hustle play for Jimenez to get down the court and beat St. Paul to the rim.
So a 7-point lead now for the Cutters. That's one of their largest of the night. What has been the key to a successful second half so far for these Cutters team?
I think for the Cutters, it's their screens that have really gotten most of their points. They're using their screens to confuse this Hills defense and get an easy shot on basket.
And what would you say Wayne Hill's biggest struggle has been?
I think the on-the-floor fouls and the driving. There have been a lot of fouls on the floor, putting many players in foul trouble, including Justin Graves. And also they haven't been driving as much, leading to not as much offense, longer possessions, and not as many great shots.
Well, both teams talked it over, and Fairlawn will likely continue to feed Jaden Douglas, also who is also turning it up in the second half has been Daniel Jimenez, and we've seen a lot of action from Luis Warren. So Fairlawn's got a solid trio right there. Jelinski will inbound it.
We resume play. 3:20 remains in the third quarter. Patriots with the ball, trailing by 7.
And it's Castillo with it now. So passing it around, it's Jelinski with it now. Now Castillo gives it up to De La Cruz. Jelinski. Over to Castillo. But stolen by Zaror. Zaror goes up for the layup, and Castillo will foul him on the fast break.
As you can see, there's been a lot of passing around, causing the Fairlawn guards to be able to jump passes and get down the lane for either a free throw or a score.
Heads to the free throw line.
So that'll be the third foul of the game on Castillo, as Fairlawn has unlocked the bonus in this third quarter. First shot for Zaror, off the front rim and in. As Jake Minardi checks in for Castillo. Second shot now rattles in and out, and Reed Martins has it. Jelinski gives it up to Cherno St. Paul. Back to Jelinski. St. Paul. Now over to De La Cruz. St. Paul with it now. Wayne L struggling to penetrate the paint. Jelinski. No good once more. Douglas taking it up. Gives it over to Zaror for 3. No good. Rebounded by St. Paul. St. Paul trying to push the pace. St. Paul takes it coast to coast for the layup.
St. Paul does a great job of driving to the basket there, and he gets Hills a point after a long drought.
So much needed basket for the Patriots, as under 2 minutes now to play in this third quarter. Betances drives to the basket. Douglas with it, guarded by De La Cruz, and Douglas gets it in.
Douglas muscles it in.
45-37, Fairlawn.
Douglas has been doing a great job of being able to finish those tough shots under the basket.
Jelinski from long range. That one is good. And that shrinks the Fairlawn lead to 5.
Jelinski, 5-point game, 1:25 to play in the third.
I think that's 5 threes in the night. Now, maybe 6. Driving. And they'll call a jump ball. And Fairlawn will retain possession. Fairlawn goes up with it, and Jimenez sinks the floater.
Tough finish by Jimenez to be able to fight through the contact and get a quick 2.
Jelinski with it now, over to Minardi. Jelinski from Commons again. Can't get that one to go as Jaden Douglas has it. Douglas guarded, and it's Luis Warren with it now. Besances sets the screen, and now it's Jimenez. Warren over to Douglas, and over to Zaror. And they'll call a moving screen. So Wayne will get the ball back with 22.7 seconds left in this third period. A.D. Khan and Justin Graves will check in for Jake Minardi and Chris De La Cruz. He'll give it to Graves in the backcourt. He has 3 fouls. Wayne will slow it down, trying to get a shot off. St. Paul with it now. Over to Jelinski. Jelinski. Graves sets the screen. Graves with it now. As Hill tries to give it up. Jelinski puts it up. And with no time on the clock, that one won't go. And the score after 3 will be Fairlawn 47, Wayne Ellis 40. Landon, how can the Patriots come back and win this game?
I think the Patriots need those second chance points. Those offensive rebounds to tough finishes worked for them in the first quarter, and I can see them trying to get those in the fourth quarter. Crashing those boards is key.
So, down 7 now. Patriots trying to stave off another divisional loss. Fairlawn, meanwhile, trying to continue doing what they've been doing, which is getting the ball inside and drawing fouls. I mean, if you look at the foul sheet, it is very clear who's winning that battle. And in that last period alone, Wayne Hills had 5. Fairlawn only had 1, and that was with 20 seconds to go in the period on a moving screen. So both teams will retake the floor. It'll be Patriots ball to start off.
We're set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the possession. They trail by 7.
St. Paul will inbound it on the sideline, and he'll give it up to Justin Graves. So there'll be a foul there, and that one will go on the Cutters. It'll be the first for Ryland Carringer. Khan inbound it over to Justin Graves. St. Paul with it. A.D. Khan. Over to Jelinski. Jelinski driving. Looks underneath for Graves. Tries to pass it behind the back. And Luis Warren has it once more.
Another sloppy pass with no communication leads to a turnover for the Patriots.
So Warren drives. And Khan cannot get a hand on him.
That's another one of Warren's tough finishes throughout this game, showing his toughness and strength to be able to get to the basket.
A 9-point Fairlawn lead as Khan puts it up. And Graves able to get the rebound at the last second. What a heads-up play from the senior. Now Castillo from the corner gets it in. And that will get the Fairlawn lead down to 6. They will call timeout.
One of their few corner threes made. That gives them a little bit of hope going into the deeper parts of the fourth quarter.
So this second half, there have been some times of struggling for the Patriots, but they've also gone on some hot streaks at times, and Coach Grimes really needs them to go on one right about now. And they'll actually call that timeout. It'll be Wayne Hills who called that timeout. They'll announce in the gym. So now Fairlawn will get the ball back. As Betances inbounds it.
Under 7 minutes to play in the 4th quarter.
Douglas driving to the basket. Puts it up, or at least tries to, but loses it. And right out of Graves' hands. And St. Paul strips it now. Graves taking it up. Tries to draw the foul, and he'll get the layup. No foul, but it's a 4-point game.
On that possession, Wayne Hills seemed to whip out the full court press. That looks like it's been working with another turnover and the foul call.
So St. Paul gets the steal. Jelinski drives, and he'll go to line to shoot 2 as the tide is beginning to turn in the Patriots' favor.
And the Wayne Hills bench is loving it.
Indeed they are, Landon. So Jelinski sinks the first.
Timeout called by Fairlawn.
Cutters want to talk things over. Landon, what do you think's happening in the Cutters huddle? Then take me to the Patriots huddle.
I think the coach of the Cutters is telling them to stay in it and keep on pushing the pace, and how to adjust to that new defensive look the Patriots are giving them.
And as for the Patriots?
I think Grimes is telling them to keep up that last minute sequence of what is happening and keep pushing the pace to get those fast break points.
Well, what looked like it was a game that was slipping right out of the Patriots' hands is right now back to a one-possession game in the blink of an eye. That full court press has worked excellently for Hills throughout the year, and they've employed it here late in this one, and so far it has worked. But we'll see if Fairlawn's able to amount a counter. They're doubtlessly talking over a press break in that huddle, as both teams are ready to resume action. 3-point lead now for the Cutters. Jelinski
made the first.
second free throw coming. Jelinski off the front rim and in. And they'll get in the press. The trap in the corner. Breaking the press is Fairlawn. Betances with it now. Warren trying to get past St. Paul. And St. Paul tries to strip it away, but they'll call a reach. Patriots not a fan of that call.
St. Paul was trying to get his third pickpocket of the game to try and get Hills a fast break and get them the momentum.
The inbound will be to Warren. It's Zaror. Betances gives it up to Zaror. It's Warren with it. Warren driving. St. Paul in his face. Warren gets his own rebound, tries to draw a foul, can't get it, and off the hand of St. Paul, and it'll stay with the Cutters.
Great efforts by both squads there to try and get that rebound.
Things got physical in the paint, but Fairlawn will come up victorious, and they'll call a foul right there on Wayne Hills. That one's going to go on Castillo, and that'll be his fourth. He's got to be careful. More than a couple of threes in this one. He's been key to his Patriots offense as Reed Martins is waiting, likely getting ready to relieve him. Warren with it now. Over to Jimenez. Jimenez driving. And, man, he can get in the air. Back to a two-possession lead for the Cutters.
Jimenez uses that pump fake and a quick first step to get to the basket and finish a layup.
St. Paul with it now, and this gives it up to Graves. Jelinski. Graves driving along the baseline. Over to Castillo. Castillo from deep. No good. A battle for it under the boards. Trapped in the corner, and Farallon's able to come up with it. What a play from Jaden Douglas. Luis Warren has the ball now. Over to Jimenez and back to Warren. Farallon in no rush, trying to find a good shot. They'll pass it underneath. And great defense from Justin Graves, able to swipe it away from Jaden Douglas. So Reed Martins has checked in for Andrew Castillo. Farallon in no rush of any sorts. Zaror over to Jimenez. Warren with it. Over to Douglas. Douglas puts it up. Gets the basket.
Douglas with another one of his tough finishes to give the Cutters a 6-point lead.
A crucial possession for the Patriots incoming if they want to stay in this game, as we are reaching the halfway point in this fourth quarter. St. Paul with it. Over to Graves. Graves driving. Graves puts it up. Bouncing around and out. Farallon starting to gain control of this game. It's Zaror with it. St. Paul looking for the steal. A lot of contact, no call. And St. Paul strips it away and right into the hands of Zaror, and they'll call a foul on Brooklyn Jelinski. That'll be his third. And the Patriots' third foul of the quarter.
That was great hustle by St. Paul and Jelinski, but it was to no avail.
They're looking to avoid the bonus, although might prove useful later in the game. Now a trap, and Farallon's gonna call timeout. So 3:22 to go. Farallon leads the Wayne Hills Patriots 53-47 in a late season matchup. Brooklyn Jelinski has been raining down the three all night, but lately the whole team has not been able to make a shot in these last few minutes after a 7-0 run. Landon, what needs to change?
I think they need to get more fast break and open layups, and I think they did a good job of driving and pushing the pace. Now they're letting Farallon sit back comfortably, sometimes on defense, and they just need to keep pushing.
Both squads looking to avail a crucial matchup as we approach state tournament play. This will be the final divisional matchup between these two squads, as Farallon will rise to a conference of schools of greater population and enrollment after this year.
3:22 remains in the second half. Cutters with the ball and a 6-point lead.
The inbound now from Warren. Gets it in to Betances. Gives it down in the corner for Jimenez. Jimenez gives it to Douglas. Douglas passes it out to Betances. Now it's Zaror with it. And Warren guarded by Cherno St. Paul. Warren. A lot of passing back and forth. Luis Warren, guarded by Justin Graves. Graves tries to strip it, and they'll call a foul. And that'll be the fourth on Justin Graves. They're not going to take him out. It's crunch time now, but he's got to be careful. One more foul, and he is toast for this game. So Warren did it up to Zaror from three. can't make the shot, Jimenez. And Wayne Hills will catch a break.
Hills needs a basket on this possession to stay alive in this game.
Jelinski puts it up, and that is not the shot they needed. Cherno St. Paul will foul Jonathan Zaror, and that'll bring them into the bonus. So 2 free throws will be coming up for the Cutters. That'll be St. Paul's second. He's managed to stay relatively foul-free so far. So sinking the first free throw is Zaror. Zaror.
Box. Stay with him.
Gets the bucket. So he makes both. 55-47. 8-point lead now. Wayne Hills needs a bucket, and they need one fast. Castillo in the lane, and he gets the bucket, and he'll go to the line to shoot one more.
Big play by Castillo to keep this Patriots squad in the game. And if he could sink this, it's a 2-possession game.
That foul will go on Jimenez. It will be his second. Hupka. Sorry, Castillo makes the free throw. Trapped in the corner. And Jelinski coming up the back. But Batanz is able to keep it out of harm's way. Trying to draw a foul on Jelinski, he can't. Rolling to the basket, blocked by Justin Graves. Cherno St. Paul up the court, gets the layup. 3-point game now.
Big turnaround by Hills to get those must-needed 2 points to make it a 1-possession game.
And the inbound is tipped by Cherno St. Paul, but it'll roll back out of bounds. So Batanzas took a very quick shot and pays the price. Now Jelinski tries to swipe it away from Batanzas, and they'll call a reach. And that'll be the 4th for Brooklyn Jelinski. Justin Graves, Castillo, and Jelinski all have 4 fouls. Farallon will shoot 2 from the line. It'll be Moxley Batanzas.
Moxley Batanzas at the free throw line.
Batanzas. Batanzas now for the second. So 5-point lead once more for Farallon. Graves taking it up the floor. Gives it up to Castillo. Looking for a drive. Jelinski with it now. Trying to get past Castillo. Has it. Now over to Jelinski. Gets Batanzas jumping and taking the shot. 2-point game now.
Great play by Jelinski. He's been hot from beyond the arc all game, and he sinks another one as his 7th of the game.
57-55 as things are getting exciting here in the Gifford Gym. An 8-point lead for Farallon only a minute ago, but this lead has been cut down quickly by the Patriots. So both teams talked it over in the huddle. What is Coach Grimes talking? What is he saying right now?
I think Coach Grimes is telling them to keep the intensity up, and if the game ends with how they're playing right now, they're going to come out as victors.
And meanwhile in the Farallon huddle, what do you think the conversation is?
The coach is telling them to stay cool and keep their composure and continue playing how they usually were.
2-point game now. It's really a back and forth battle in the Gifford Gym. Farallon has led for a good portion of the second half, but Wayne Hills came roaring back, especially in this 4th quarter. And Brooklyn Jelinski has been on fire from outside the arc in this game.
80 seconds remain in regulation. Cutters have the possession and a 2-point lead.
It'll be Betances to inbound it. The inbound up the floor. Douglas gives it up. And able to draw the foul is Jimenez. That one will go on Andrew Castillo, and his night is over. Jake Minardi will take its place.
Daniel Jimenez at the free throw line, shooting 2 for the Cutters.
Jimenez does a good job of getting Castillo jumping and is able to throw it up and gets Castillo out of the game with his 5th foul.
Jimenez sinks the first, extends the Cutters' lead to 3. Jimenez in and out, and Justin Graves gets it. 1 possession lead, held with the ball. Graves driving over to Minardi. St. Paul from deep, off the front rim, rebounded by Minardi. St. Paul dives for it, over to Jelinski. Minardi with it now. That ball is thrown into harm's way, and they'll say it's off Cherno St. Paul.
That play by Minardi, that hustle play, could have been a big play for this Hills team.
And Farallon will get the ball back in a crucial spot here.
White ball.
Grimes is not happy with that call. Fortunately for him, there was no replay review in high school, and we pull play on. But chances with it, guard in the backcourt, De La Cruz, he falls. And Farallon will call timeout just before a foul from De La Cruz.
Hills needs to muster something up in these last 47 seconds if they want to come out as victors.
Still a 1-possession game, but Farallon has the ball now, and they're in the bonus. Even making 1 free throw would completely change the game. Both teams, crucial timeout. What looked like a game that looked like not a foregone conclusion, but a game that looked like it was squarely in Farallon's control is now up in the air. Patriots on a 2-game win streak, including their second-round county tournament win on Saturday. They're looking to extend it to 3. They take on Passaic Valley on Thursday, and they're looking to catch fire as we get deeper into February. Farallon will inbound it in the backcourt. It'll be Zaror taking it out of bounds. Inbound it to Luis Warren. Warren guarded by Jelinski in the backcourt. And he'll find Zaror open. Putting it up is Douglas. Douglas, they'll call a jump ball. And that'll stay with Farallon. Farallon will inbound it, and they'll call a foul on Minardi on the inbound for he was holding him. And that'll be Minardi's second as a crucial 2 free throws upcoming for Zaror.
Jonathan Zaror at the free.
So Zaror, after a breach stoppage, will have a crucial 2 free throws.
He will shoot 2 for the Cutters.
First shot is in. 2-possession Cutter lead now. Zaror Second one is in, and a 5-point lead for the Cutters. Patriots need a quick score here. De La Cruz with it, over to St. Paul. Off the hands of Minardi, and that'll go out of bounds as Fairlawn will retake possession. A rocket squirted out of Minardi's hands. And Fairlawn will get a chance to inbound it. It's Warren within the backcourt. St. Paul almost comes up with it, but Warren will retain possession, and now they need to foul. He's running loose. And Warren will go to the free throw line with under 17 to go.
Fairlawn was just trying to hold on there and got a good amount of time off the clock before Warren got fouled.
Luis Warren at the free throw line, shooting 2
Warren
fouls.
to essentially clinch it. Makes the first. This next free throw will make it a 3-possession game. The second shot doesn't go. Rebounded by St. Paul. They need a quick 3 and then another 3. He'll try to draw the foul. No good. Jelinski rebound. And Fairlawn has it. Fairlawn draws the foul on De La Cruz. But Tantas will go to the line, and Fairlawn is going to come away with a victory. Was a close game for a while, but ultimately the Cutters will likely prevail. Batanzas sinks the first.
A big difference in this game was the difference of free throws attempted and free throws made. The Cutters missed very few free throws today, which got them a lot of points and helped them win.
That one in and out. Graves will take it up the floor. Minardi puts up a last-second shot. That one doesn't go, and Fairlawn holds on for a 62-55 win. Landon, what went wrong for the Patriots in that game?
The Patriots early on had a hard time hitting shots from the outside, which ruined their momentum. And at the end of the game, they just turned it over a bunch and couldn't sink shots.
Well, for us at Wayne Hills TV, this is Brandon Stone signing off with Landon Freaney. Good night, everybody.